I was really happy to be able to work on this commission because the goal at Safran is to sort of move towards a greener future where the systems we build and designs are more ecologically conscious and more responsible towards nature. Everything started with these images of wires that I found in the Safran database while sort of looking through all the inputs and figuring out what I wanted to build my piece around. And I was really inspired by sort of the organic feel of some of the wires and the structure, and also it reminded me of flower stems and plants in general. There's something very organic that I wanted to pursue here. And so there were a bunch of tangents that I explored, some animated, some still, but I really wanted to get a feel of like how I could animate the stem of the flower and make that obviously kind of non-organic and very sort of industrial. So I did a couple of examples to sort of warm up and see whether I wanted texture or if I wanted to work more with the actual form itself, or what I wanted to play around with, what kind of environment I wanted to see these wire/flowers. And there were a lot of different ways that I envisioned that could happen, and I tried all kinds of things, and ultimately was very happy with sort of creating a scene around the flowers. So thinking about not necessarily just a flower, but a bouquet, and animating around that bouquet and making sure the stems obviously look like wires, and that this whole scene came to life and got increasingly more natural as the time with the animation went by. The final piece is really a culmination of many different experiments. Ultimately, I also wanted to mimic the feeling of seeing these flowers in the natural world, even in their inorganic states, all the way to their organic state. But you're almost left with like spectral remains of the flowers behind the scenery, just to add a bit of whimsy and wonder. That this is a sort of optimistic look at how we can rewild our environment and grow closer to nature and build systems that are more adapted for nature.